The way we've structured it for this summer, it's a 2-week program. For the first week, they basically spend their time writing, recording, and editing music for specific cues that we give them to write, to already existing footage from already existing films. And we bring in some very accomplished and articulate, interesting advisors who are the top film composers working today, and they come and critique the work of the fellows. And we always arrange a session where the advisor will show examples of his or her work.
There's a scene in the new Austin Powers movie where they're playing chess. And so Mike Myers was beginning to question it, because here it was almost time for the dub.
So the composers get about a week of that, and then the second week we do is we bring in the filmmakers who were here in June for the Sundance Filmmakers Lab, and we pair them with the composers, and the composers write music for that footage that's shot here in June.
You think I'm overreacting?
In writing music for film, you need some chops. And these people are not lightweights. They have a lot of credits themselves and are serious musicians. So in the back of everybody's mind is the hope that this will be the catalyst, that this might be one of those moments in somebody's life that they could look back on and say, yeah, that was the moment that I went from here to here.
How is hiding in a skate beam?
Oh, I'm just jumping through a bunch of flaming hoops to get my degree in primate studies. So you know, if the film career doesn't work out, I can always teach.
The laboratory, much like the film laboratory, is a developmental workshop for artists from all over the country and sometimes abroad who come here with specific projects, theater projects they're working on. We provide creative advisors, dramaturgs, artistic directors, stage directors, and other artists to be here to provide feedback. And we provide rehearsal space. We provide a company of actors. And they're here for 18 days, given as much support as we can muster to make sure that they move forward in their project's life.
He carries the fire, and the devil still waves from the window.
Good. Glenn, since the embrace is coming from you now, to make it, since she's really being such a good mommy, and
Isaac is an example, I would say, of a well-made play. In other words, it's a text-based piece, and they're here to really work on the script.
It just seemed like a good opportunity to work away from the eyes of the theater community and experiment with the play.
I think if you grab her around the middle, that the physical relationship is clear that he's still a little boy.
Like a baby one last time.
That's what he holds for you.
One last time.
Plus, the other advantage of being here is that lots of first-class, world-class theater artists are here, and I can turn to Moises Kaufman or to Lisa Peterson and say, help me, I don't know, I have a problem. I don't know where the vantage point of the play is. I don't know what motivates the storytelling, and I get lots and lots of other pairs of eyes that I would not get in New York City. They wouldn't be there.
The Laramie Project, which is a project from the Tectonic Theater Company, and Moises Kaufman as the artistic director of that company. The process is very, very different than most theater companies in the United States. What they have done is gone to Laramie, Wyoming, which was the site of the gay-bashing death of Matthew Shepard, and interviewed the city.
Those two boys who killed Matthew Shepard, they're one of us. And don't you be sitting there trying to tell me that they're the only two fellas in this city of Laramie, or in the state of Wyoming, or the whole darn country who have that kind of animosity and hatred toward people who are gay. I don't believe that.
I think what's unique about the Laramie Project is an example of a kind of developmental theater going on in this country today, that is a company that works together with their own very specific vocabulary. Another example of that this year is the Mabou Mines Company. They're regarded as probably the most influential avant-garde theater company in America today. And they're here this year with a piece called Animal Magnetism.
Sex at the scene of the crime. Just a minute.
Stay away from the door, Cher.
Don't call me Cher.
We are trying to put together an audio track for a live cartoon. That's exactly what it is. There's no movement and no staging. We're presenting the ideas about an audio track for a live cartoon, you know, with two very talented musicians and two very talented actors.
Cherie, don't go to the door. Cherie.
One of the things that we offer at the lab is not only the opportunity to work on individual projects, but the opportunity for artists to go and visit other projects and see how other people work.
Rehearsals are a private process. It's like sex. You never get to see how anybody else does it except in the porn movies. So getting to be in rehearsal and see how people direct and how people work, it's been invaluable for me.
The talent is greater each year. This year was extremely talented. The theater lab is incredibly talented. To watch Lee Brewer work with the My Blue Minds company and this avant-garde piece, it just reeked of talent. You may not understand everything that he's doing, but you know it's talented and it's provocative.
Left. That means sinister.
You can get more work done here in a couple of weeks than you could probably get done in a couple of months in New York. And the reason for that is you don't have cell phone-itis, agenda-itis, you know, etc. You are forcibly isolated, and there's not much else to do but work.
You could almost see the growth happening in front of your eyes, almost like, you know, those photographic time-lapse photos where you see something grow very quickly. That's what it felt like. The most improbable people coming together and developing a third thing just from the synergy between them, and that's pretty exciting.
We've had a great year. We've had, over the last year and a half, Smoke Signals, 3 seasons, Central Station, The Wood, Slums of Beverly Hills, films that are completely different from each other and really represent the filmmakers' background and absolutely stories that they had to tell.
These are the films that help change the way that people think. This is not just a diversion for you to entertain you, it's to help you understand your life, because storytelling has always been for humans. A way in which we know more about ourselves and the way we build our lives and create our families and our communities.
I see that now each lab something is repeated that's very positive. The artist comes with one set of intentions and evolves to a different set. To watch the spiritual concord that takes place here by us removing money and competition from the process, to see something happen that's almost out of date, anachronistic, is very, very powerful. That happens.
I look flat. It's leaving here with more ideas about storytelling than you came with.
Married his mother, which is a non-functioning.
If I had left at the end of the first day, it would have been okay, because I really learned a lot about myself. I really believe in this process. I've never seen one like it.
It's a lab, it's a retreat, it's all good. I mean, it's all good, you know.